And we should be live now.
Yes, we are live, and we are doing an abbreviated play tonight because we are late due to various reasons which don't really matter. This is episode 3 of our Quantum Black game, and we have Bravo Team. When we last left our heroes, you were infiltrating the Summer Hills Women's Shelter, following the lead from Oscar Team, which was previously involved trying to crack this case. You know that the female member of Oscar Team is the lady that turned into a half human, half spider monstrosity, and she was infiltrating this place before she got sick and managed to escape, and that's what led to that, right? So you've been assigned to take over this case and figure out what the hell is going on here and neutralize whatever it is, right? And as always, one of your standing orders is to, pick up any technology, any magic, collect samples, correct. So you guys made it in the dead of night to this place. It was closed up. You infiltrated via one of the windows on the first floor. Nobody seemed to be occupying the rooms. You split the party, and forgot the names of everybody. Where is my card with everybody's names? I have it here. It's Colt. Is this the one with Colt or Colt? This
Colt O'Brien.
Yeah,
Colt O'Brien. John Colt O'Brien.
It's Colt, Rich, Ethan, Stan,
Jerry.
And Jerry. That's it. So Jerry and Colt go upstairs to investigate the master bedroom. You find that the place is with a bunch of dream catchers and spider webs. You've seen dream catchers all over the place. You find the spider webs. The entire room is covered in it. Jerry gets a funny feeling, and he goes over to the bookshelf that's in the room, and he pulls out this book.
The Dream of the Spider and the Awakening by Clark Ashton Smith, 1931.
Goblin Press.
That's Goblin Press, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, as you guys are exploring this and finding this and realizing that there's nothing here but a bunch of cobwebs, because the rest of the rooms seem to be clear. It's only here that you found all of those cobwebs. The rest of the party is still down on the first floor going to explore the kitchen. And so you guys enter like the dining hall, which is not really a huge hall. It's a modest room, and the kitchen lies beyond it. And as you go inside the kitchen, you turn on the lights, and you find
Stan turns on the lights.
Yeah, that's right. Stan turned on the light, and two figures stumble out of what seems to be the back of the kitchen, right? There seems to be a staircase, like an attic or basement door, right? And two figures stumbled out covered in dirt with a strange look in their eyes, and they look at you for a moment, and then they rush you. And that's exactly where we left it. So we are going to roll initiative here for our downstairs team, which is Rich, Ethan, and Stan.
Yes.
Yep. So everybody, let's make an initiative roll. I'm going to make one too. Though I could take the average, but it's more fun to roll.
One, two, three. Yep, got the average.
Yep. Okay, Rich, what did you get?
3.
Rich has a 3. Ethan?
A 1 only.
1. And Stan?
3.
Stan 3. All right. So, everybody who's on 3, what's your dexterity? That being Rich and Stan.
3.
And Stan?
3.
Okay, so you're in bad luck because these things move quite fast. One of them rushes Stan, who is in front, right? And so he rushes you, and it attempts to clasp its arms around you. So it's going to perform a grapple attack. And so the way this works is you only get to use your active defense. Your passive defense doesn't come into play. And I believe that's correct. Let me double check real quick. I read it a little bit ago, but it's probably
Fairly certain that's right.
It sounds about right.
There's me. I got 3 in that, as opposed to
2. Grapple, make a brawl touch attack. Correct. So you only use your active defense.
Right. That's 3.
Just your dexterity. See.
Yeah. Oh man, a big fat 0.
Oh.
That's the O face there, buddy.
See what happens when you turn on lights?
So what is your strength score?
Strength is 2.
Meaning that so he does have you grappled. So what this means is that you cannot attack. You must try to break out of this grapple. So it's got you in a bear hug.
Yeah, he's got me bound up.
Yep.
You take me to the floor?
No, he doesn't. He still has. He doesn't have you quite pinned, so you're still on your feet. You can still defend and attempt to break, right? But
Gotcha.
but the bad news is that the other one moves in, and let's say 50% each. 50% goes to Rich, and it does go to Rich. So the other one attacks Rich, and same deal. Only use your active defense, which is your dexterity.
Okay. Fuck all.
Is that a number? I'm sorry.
Is that enough? Oh my God! Not a good start for the home team. What is your strength score?
2.
Okay, so this one grabs you and knocks you down to the floor, and that is a pin. He does have you pinned, which means that going forward you can only use your passive defense if he attacks you somehow again.
Okay.
So now we go to your guys' turn. So you're both pinned in here. The only way you break this grapple is you have to make strength. Unless I mean I would allow a headbutt if you want to, like,
or Anita the Junk.
well, you could try that too. No, but technically you can't attack. I would allow. Well, yeah, it makes sense that you could do some sort of strength check.
You got to do an opposed strength roll, right?
Yeah, you just do a opposed strength roll. If you roll more damage than twice the opponent's strength rating, your character pins her.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Shoot.
Yeah, you have to succeed in an opposed strength roll just to free yourself. So
now, am I dealing with a human being here?
No, you are not. You are not. You haven't realized it yet, but you are not. You will realize it pretty soon, though.
Thanks. Well, I don't realize it. And what I'm trying to do is I've only got 2 strengths, so I'm going to go and just let my weight try to take them down to the ground with me. You know what I mean? And fall on top of them.
Mm-hmm. So roll your strength. It's still going to be opposed to strength checks. So
yeah, strength is 2.
It's not bad. He's only got 1 success. So you can break the grapple if you wish. Right.
Oh, you mean if I take the average?
No, because you're rolling 2.
You have to roll it anyway because it's.
I know.
So
Eloy, shut up. Okay. Now I want to do a style with it though. I'm trying to spin him around and maybe land him on top of a chair or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay. But
direct that way.
Well, you kind of exceed his roll by you did double. He just rolled a 1, so you can push him back a few feet. And but that's your action for the round. How about Stan? Stan, you're on the floor. This guy is on top of you, and he's got your arms pinned.
You talking about Richard?
Yeah. You talking about Richard or Stan?
I'm sorry, Richard. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stan. You can move back as well, right? You can push him like maybe 5 feet forward, and you can move back if you wish. But it's not a huge room. It's a kitchen, right? It's not. It's an industrial type kitchen, but it's still not huge.
Okay. Do I notice anything? Like, is there anything that I've noticed yet that would tell me, other than the fact that it tackled me so quickly, that it's not human?
Not immediately, I should think. No.
Damn.
It's breath.
Okay, I'm gonna try for a headbutt because that's all I've got.
Okay. So.
That's a strength check.
Yeah. Let's all.
Okay.
You can do like strength check sounds reasonable. And I'm gonna do.
I think I'm gonna use 2 style points.
Okay.
And add a couple dice to this.
Yeah.
Is that a is that a pummel? Is that
It sounds like a brawl attack, right?
Right, it sounds like a brawl. Sounds like a brawl attack against his passive defense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
how much damage is your noggin gonna take? That's all. Go ahead, man. Headbutt.
Yeah.
I love this.
Okay, so
That's awesome.
So what is it? So if it's a brawl, I remember, isn't brawl one of our zeros?
Yeah, it's a skill, but you're technically not even supposed to attack. I'll just.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So if I'm not supposed to attack, I'm not supposed to attack.
You're supposed to then break free.
Okay, then that's what I'll try and do. Well,
it's a opposed strength check. Yeah.
Okay, then that's what I'll try and do. I'll try and break free.
Yeah. So you got to beat a 1 because he rolled a 1 on his.
Okay, so I did use 2 style points to bring in 2 extra die.
Cool.
2.
2. Well,
2.
you beat a 1,
Yeah.
so you do manage to push him off, right? Break off his grip, and he's really strong, but you still manage to I guess when you hit the floor, maybe he hits a little bit, so you do manage to push him off.
Yeah, kind of roll with it and cram his shoulder or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And standing up here, a maneuver or an action?
Oh, standing up. Oh, that's an action.
It's
I
an
believe.
action in this game.
Yeah, because it's a talent. Otherwise, yeah, it's a
No,
talent.
that's-
To stand up.
Your character may fall prone at a reflexive action, but standing up requires him to give up an attack action.
So you
You
actually
can move afterwards and defend
Roll.
normally.
roll off him. That's what you managed to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will do that.
Okay. And so we come to the professor. Blanking Ethan. There we go. I'm trying to memorize it. So.
Shoot the thing, Eric.
So I'm going to grab the walkie-talkie on my vest. We've got contact with hostiles downstairs, guys. Unknown. And leaving it at that, I will hold the. I'm just going to rifle butt the thing that is wrestling with Richard on the floor.
On the floor. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit it in the neck or the side of the head or something.
Sure thing. And that gives you some extra dice because he's prone on the ground.
Buddy.
Where are my modifiers here? Oh man, I don't see the
Can we
specific
turn down the
modifier.
lights in this room? Is that
Yeah.
Yeah, so you do have light, so there's no penalties for that.
adjusting my glasses and wide-eyed? I just
So-
walk into the room and panicked.
So let's give you a bonus of +2 dice
Okay.
to
Sounds good.
attack. He's on the floor, right?
Okay. Melee is not something that I what's the non
Minus 2.
minus a 2? Okay.
-2.
All right.
Two dice. 2 dice plus whatever the damage of a rifle butt is. You know.
Yeah. What is the
Oh, let's call it a club or whatever it is. You know,
Maybe
let's
two
get
two
something.
non-lethal, something like that.
Okay.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
It's like there's actually a table for
Oh my, yeah.
Weapons?
Blades, stun gun.
blunt. Blunt medium would be
Yeah.
that. So it's basically a 2N. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds reasonable. That's the beauty of this game. You can sort of eyeball it, and it's still.
So what,
Okay.
what is he finally rolling 4 dice? Is that the idea? 2 extras and the.
Please.
Yeah, he's got the 2 extras from the rifle butt, and 2
two from prone, 2 from the butt. I think my character strength is just 1, if I recall correctly.
So you roll 3
But-
dice.
Yeah, 3 dice. Okay.
And then I'm spending some style. So
So you got to beat a 4, fortunately. So you better spend some style, is what I'm saying.
yeah, I know, and I done did. But there's no way that's a 4 though, having spent style.
So you do notice that the thing moves really fast and just scrambles back up. No, it doesn't really. It needs an action, so it falls away. But we're back up to the top of the round, so now it's its action, and it does stand up, and then it looks at you, and it starts to move towards the professor.
What is this thing?
And
And it opens its mouth, and then you see like spiders come out of the mouth and just like move around its face, and about the same thing is happening to the other guy, who is sprawled on the chair, and he stands up for the chair. I'm not going to charge him for an action for that, and lunges at Stan once more. I think the professor. This is the point where the professor is going to roll a sanity. Sanity attack. The horror rating for the monster is a 3.
Okay.
So you have to check your resilience versus a 3. You have to meet or beat a 3 with your resilience check.
Okay. Did we do it? No. Yes.
How much did you miss it by?
Deficit of 1.
Okay, so that's good. The deficit of 1 gives you a -1 penalty to subsequent rolls of everything. Your dice pool just went down by 1, is what basically it does. I think what we're going to do is every round that penalty, decreases by 1 to keep it flowing.
Okay.
But right now, just tick 1 off of your sanity.
as far as Colt and I, like we heard the radio. So should we roll
Told you we
initiative,
should
or how
have
do-
stopped at the 7-Eleven for bug spray.
How do you? Yeah, I'm just looking. Like Jerry's looking over Colt, like, oh shoot, we better go help him. Richard's a terrible shot.
So let's roll that. Athletics, I suppose, would be for running down those stairs and getting to the action.
Okay.
I'm going to say that the difficulty to do that quickly, it's a tough check. It's a difficulty of 3, and roll your athletics versus a 3, and whatever successes you get, I'll deduct some time from that.
Okay.
All right.
Right?
I'm not spending style on that. 2.
Okay.
So I'm using my athletics of 6, and basically when Colt jumps out, he's gonna like flip over the railing and shoulder roll to put in his acrobatics of 4 to roll 8 dices.
Nice.
So he vaults over the railing and falls into a shoulder roll judo style, because I guess that's what they do back then.
Do it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
There you go. And get some style back for that.
Yes.
Interesting.
Ese style, señorito, me gusta su style.
How much did you get? 4?
4, 4.
Okay, so you get one. Next round, you're free to join the fray. Ivan, on the other hand, has got 2 rounds, so he's got not next round, the round after that he can join the fray.
Yeah, being conservative, Jerry's going to take the stairs.
Yeah, he's hustling. He's just not,
Vaulting.
jumping.
He's not.
Yeah,
It's not cold.
taking the stairs, and also just taking the time to make sure there's no other hostels.
It is dark. It is dark. So he's taking his time down.
He's
So
being smart.
in the meantime, the creature rushes Stan and opens its mouth, and you can see the spiders coming out, and he's got fangs, like really long fangs, which is completely unnatural. So you're going to have to make a sanity check as well. You gotta. I think at this point everybody makes the check, right? I think everybody's seeing this.
Yeah, I imagine.
Well, I've got 6 on sanity. Is that points or what I roll?
It's resilience, which is equal to your willpower times 2, I believe.
Willpower plus charisma, yeah.
Yeah, and what do we have to beat? Tire beat?
A 3.
If you're okay with it, I'm going to take the average.
Ooh, that actually does apply.
Yes.
You can't do that. It's called out on the rules.
Okay, right on.
Cool.
Yeah, because you're steady.
So I have 3.
If you have enough resilience, you can take the average. How about
Yeah, I got it. I got 6 resilience.
okay?
Let's
So
take
you do make it, yeah. But he still rushes you, and he tries to grapple you once more. I think is what he's gonna do. You know what? I'm gonna try and bite you.
Wow.
Yes.
Or no, you realize that his hands are clawed, so he's going to claw at you because grappling didn't seem to work. So he rushes you, and let me get those dice together. 8. Here we go. 2, 4, 5, 7, 9. He rolls a 9, so you have to beat a 9 or your defense.
Oh, man.
Roll your defense. Yeah.
Okay. It's active defense, which is a 3.
Yeah.
No, it's the whole
No.
thing. It says your
Defense is
Basically.
it's gonna be more. Yeah.
body plus dexterity is your defense.
Yeah, I mean 3 and a 2 is 5.
So it's 5,
okay.
yeah. Roll 5 dice. All you gotta do is beat a 9 on 5 dice.
And did you put on? Wait. Time out. Did you put on your vest?
No.
I did.
So did I. I put on the big one actually.
Oh, I got the little one.
I can't. I mean, even with my style points, I can't do that. So,
So roll it because you're gonna take some damage then.
okay. Well, let me add. Are we starting with 3 style points on this, or what?
Yeah, everybody with 3 style. You can use style to deduct damage after the fact.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
2 points per point.
yeah.
All right, I'll roll it.
It's 2 per style, right? So you can.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Oh wait, is
yeah.
super style?
No, it's two
No,
style.
2 style.
for-
per point.
One.
Okay.
2 styles. 1. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, I just got 2.
You just got 2, so you get 7
I
damage.
love this.
What is your health?
Oh my God.
Body plus will
5.
plus talents or whatever you.
I can't see it. What do you?
Yeah, your mic's off, man.
You hit the mute.
Oh, I said I did my own sheet, so it's messed up. But no, the health is 5. So
The health
said
is 5.
7?
You took 7 damage. Yeah.
-2.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
you
so
could-
bad.
Yeah. So you're at -2. So that means you go unconscious, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Because if I took 7 damage, I only got 5. I'm -2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or is there a 0 that I get to?
Yeah, you could get to
there's-
0,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
now it goes down to -2. Even if you spend your 3 styles, you're still at -1 or something. So
Yeah, exactly.
okay, so you can see that Stan goes down with a rake of the claws across his chest. It's a bloody gashes on his chest, and he drops to the floor, injured, and that's it. That was that was their action. So now, unfortunately, you're just down to Rich and Eric, Ethan.
whenever
Rich,
I get there.
you go next. Yeah, you go after.
Yeah.
Right.
Start rolling initiative. By the way, that's
I
what you and Jerry should be doing. Is rolling initiative. Rich, what do? You got 2 of these.
Richard is staying prone,
Uh-huh.
rolling over onto his elbows, pulling out his Glock 22, and taking aim for the creature heading for Stan.
Oh, cool.
Wait, no.
So you-
stand by. No, not Stan.
For the professor. Yeah.
no,
For Ethan.
yeah, for Ethan.
Nice.
Yep. Because Richard's Stan looks unconscious and probably dead, deservedly so.
Okay. Just a
Oh,
question.
Make a
that's
stupid
style, right?
mistake.
That's got to be style. He's callous. That's got to be.
Yeah. Take it. I like it.
Now, do I roll willpower to see if I can stay conscious, or if I use a style just to go down -1 and roll for will?
It's a good question. I don't remember. We'll look it up.
Yeah, it'll cost you 2 style to just be at -1, which I would recommend.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
That means you still have 1 style left, but yeah.
I'm back in style again.
I don't see a stay conscious rule like in.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Now I think there is. I seem to recall that you need to roll your willpower. I think Ivan's correct on that, but can't remember when exactly you do that.
Yeah, you're supposed to be unconscious for 1 minute per point of damage below 0. So
and it's lethal, so you begin to
Yeah.
die, which is not good.
oh yeah, you can make a reflexive willpower roll with a difficulty rating of 2, but you do suffer a penalty to your willpower roll equal to your negative health rating. I mean that's out of Leagues of Adventure, which is what I'm actually reading.
Yeah, that's in Leagues, but I don't find it here.
Yeah, it might not be in Quantum Black.
Yeah, it's page 102. It's dying. Your character takes enough lethal damage to reduce his health below 0. He falls unconscious and begins dying. He will continue to take 1 lethal wound per turn until he receives medical attention or stabilizes on his own.
Ooh.
So the deal is, how do you stabilize on your own?
Reflexive body roll with a difficulty rating of 2. That should be.
Stabilizing. If your character is dying, you make a reflexive exactly that. Body roll.
There we go.
Difficulty of 2.
That's how they do it here.
Yeah, but you just take a -1 penalty because you're.
Oh, remaining conscious is there too in the next page.
Yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
So you can do both.
But at -2 because of the.
Was it
Unless he used
if I
the
use
style.
2 style, I'm at -1. So
Okay, but yeah. So what did Rich do?
the body's 3.
Rich is shooting the thing coming at Ethan.
Yeah, shoot it.
Okay, now am I using my firearms or am I using the attack on the gun?
You add them. You add them.
Both. They add together for gun.
First 13. Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on. I need dice.
Yeah.
1, 2, 5, 10, 12, 13. Oh, this is my favorite part of this game.
Wait, how much? What kind of gun skill do you have?
My firearms is I'm a level 3. My
Plus
gun is
dexterity?
3.
That's
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
And then the Glock 22 has an attack of 7.
No, that you probably. I don't think it has an attack of 7.
It should be
probably-
something like 3.
You had probably already added something
I've got
there.
the rating. Maybe I just Okay, so
You
the
have the
rating is
damage.
3. Okay, so
It's
Nine.
9 dice.
on
You
nine.
got 9 dice.
God, jeez, Jose.
Yeah,
Sorry, man.
I knew
Stay
it was
in
a
your
terrible
meeting.
shot. I knew it was a terrible shot.
That's pretty much what I have to say.
Oh,
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
5 successes. That's good.
5
So
successes.
so you do hit it. It does, just jerk back a bit as one of the bullets hits it in the side, I suppose, because you're on the floor, right? And so you see
Yeah.
the creature take the hit, but it doesn't stop. It keeps going for the professor. And so we come back to Ethan. The thing is still coming at you. What do you do?
Oh, I think since we're weapons, is it? I mean, like, how far away from it is it from me?
It's real close. We forgot to add it's point blank to you, which is at +1 to hit. If it's a rifle, it's -1 up close. If it's a gun, it's okay. You know what? Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go short range. What the hell? It's still
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna unload. I'm just gonna fire as much of the 20-round clip as I can at this thing.
What are you using again? I forgot which weapon you have.
I have an M2 carbine.
Oh, nice.
It's the little, it's kind of pop gunish. So,
yeah. Well, if you flip it to auto fire, you can get like some extra dice or something.
It doesn't have auto fire. If it's
It empties.
Yeah.
It empties. Oh, if it doesn't have auto fire,
it didn't. No. I wouldn't. I'd be loath to hit someone that I didn't mean to.
okay.
That's just me.
Still, it's probably going to be a decent roll. So
Yeah.
go for it. Yeah.
So here we go. I think I'm gonna use the last in my style, and just level my spectacle at the iron sights on this thing. Probably have to tear off the night scope here, or maybe there's some sights above it, and we'll see how it goes. 2, 4, 5. Whoa! Oh, wow!
Yay.
Okay.
I like the
all
way
right.
that sounds.
It went well. It did. 7.
7 hits. That's pretty
Wow.
good. And so it's a carbine. So you managed to hit it. Tell us how you take it down, because I think you hit the head or something. That's probably what you do. Yeah.
So I'm imagining that I start shooting into the center of mass, and I shoot it once in the chest, and then once in the shoulder, and it starts to spin around. And so I steady my aim, and I pull myself together, and I'm really struggling to get myself together, and then I finally manage to pull it up and just do a double tap into its head, and
So it just spins around, takes the final 2 shots, and then crumples to the floor. And when it crumples to the floor, you can see like tiny spiders, hundreds of spiders pouring out of its wounds and out of its mouth. They're coming out. And just at this moment, the doors spring open as Colt comes into the room. What's your initiative score, Colt?
3.
3. Everybody's on 3. What's your dexterity?
3.
3. Everybody's on 3. 3. Okay, so good news and bad news. The bad news is that the ghoul goes first. It's not a ghoul, but it's
Might as well be.
The thing.
it might. Colt 3. Um, So you come in, you see this dead thing on the floor, you see hundreds of spiders pouring out of this body, and you see this other thing looking at you with wild eyes, and everybody standing back, and you see Stan on the floor. You can't, you just glance down at him and you realize that he's down for the count. So you need to make a sanity check against a horror of 3. So if you have if your average is 3, you can make it. You don't have to.
My average is 2.5, so I have to roll.
You have to roll it. You have a good chance of making it.
Well, I got confused during that scene that I set up. I thought the dead thing on the floor was Stan.
But the
All
other
right.
thing on the floor is yeah.
I 2, 4, 6, 5, 4. So I rolled 4 on 5 dice.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Next time, what you could do is you take the average is
roll
2.5.
one.
Just take the 2 and roll 1. It's just a straight 50%, but it
This
works
was
too.
better.
Hey, this worked too. So it goes first.
What the hell?
This one is the one that just took down Stan. So it raises its head and it just saw the professor blow the other thing away. So
Away. I'm gonna blow them away.
let
A
me.
question: Is 0 a legitimate area to be at with hit points? I mean, is it 1
Yeah.
0? Well, if I get -7 and I had 5, I would be at -1, and then if I spent 2 style, I'd be at 0, wouldn't I?
Yeah, that would be disabled and only capable of taking limited action.
Yeah. So I
It's not so bad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're pretty good. You're practically pinnacle. This happens to you a lot, Del.
yeah. It does. Okay.
Okay, so 1, 2, it goes for Richard, I think. Richard's on the floor though. Yeah, it goes for Richard. What the hell? I rolled it. It's not really
Let the
bright.
bodies hit the floor.
Exactly.
Just raining men.
Oh. I think it's gonna try and grapple you again.
Okay.
What the hell is this thing?
Active
Doesn't
defense,
care if
right?
it lives or dies.
No, it doesn't. That's even more disturbing.
Active
So,
defense
you can use
or my natural defense.
just the active defense,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say that it does take some extra dice advantage because you're on the floor. So it has.
Okay. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use a couple style to add to my roll.
So you have to beat a 6 to avoid its grapple. No, wait, it's a strength check. It's a strength check. My bad. I rolled a brawl. That's my bad.
Okay. So, oh wow, and I have to beat a 6 strength check.
No. That's my bad. I rolled the
Oh.
wrong dice. It's actually a 3 that you have to.
Okay, so I'm a 3 against my active defense.
Exactly. Only your
Okay.
active defense.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm adding style. I'm taking 2 style to add 2 dice.
Okay.
Come on, dice. 1, 2, 3.
3. Excellent. So you manage to roll away as it sort of dives down into the floor to catch you, and its claws sink into the wood of the floor. And that is when I believe Colt is the one who has the dexterity at 3. So Colt should be able to act first, right? I think it's
Oh, I think
Uh,
I have
you-
3.
you have dexter. Okay, so you both go. So you could let's probably.
Can
Probably-
Stan go with his 3? Since I thought he was unconscious, we skipped over it. So I mean, he can do one of the actions.
Yeah, move, defend, or attack action.
Attack.
Exactly.
See,
Yeah.
I mean, when the thing attacked me and I pushed him back, I reached down to grab the 2 pistols I had.
All
Right.
right.
If he came and swiped at me, I would have still got a couple of them off. So that's what I want to do.
That
Firearms with pistol at a 4.
do you have quick draw though? Because that's the thing is like that's an attack action to draw your pistols.
Oh.
Oh,
If you don't have your weapon out already, that's your.
I'm pulling out the gun.
yeah, that's what I'd
right.
be doing, pulling out the gun.
Okay, so I
Well, I mean, that's what I would have did when I was skipped over. Some things
Sure.
I was unconscious.
so
This thing veered away and attacked Richard again or something.
okay, whatever, sure. So what we're gonna do is everybody's gonna roll a d6 to see who gets to attack first.
Well,
And
I think that Richard would go first as compared to Colt because Colt's taking in what's going into the room.
oh, okay, so he's a
So
little bit
I'll take
distracted.
a -1. Yeah, I'll go on 2.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
so yeah, in my roll, I kind of whip my feet around, so I'm prone and aimed at this dude, and I'm gonna shoot at it.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9. I love fistful of dice.
Yeah.
Okay, I did love fistful of dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5, excellent. So you hit him,
Come on.
and just like the other one, he sort of like twitches, jerks to the side as the bullet hits him, but he's still looking at you, and he drags his claws out of the wooden floor, but he's on his knees down on the floor. So I'm thinking Stan goes next.
Sure.
I rolled a d6 and got one. So yeah, that's 4 and gives up dexterity, right? So 7 total.
It's whatever the gun is plus your gun skill plus your dexterity.
Yeah, 7.
Roll it.
1.
Man, I
Yeah, 1.
Wow.
I thought Rich.
He thought Richard was a bad child.
So unfortunately, as the thing jerks his claws out of the wood and sort of lurches to the side, it just moves right in time for your shot to go wide, so you don't actually clip him. So the monster is still active, and its Colt is up to bat.
All right. So he goes in. He's looking around. He sees Richard shooting at this thing. He ducks under Stan's bullet. And he's got the M16, so he's going to fire a 3-round burst at the thing.
Nice. Go
So
for it.
That gives me a +1. So it's 7 + 5. So, hey, what did you know, Jim? I get a 13.
Yay.
And so the beautiful thing with Colt waiting and letting everybody else shoot is that the fence keeps going down every time somebody shoots it, right? So it's easier for Colt to hit him now.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 successes against.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
so
does he get a bonus because he's prone?
That's right. Yeah,
Creature's prone?
that's right. Fortunately, it doesn't really matter because he's
dead.
You managed to take him out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just go, and the 3 hits just like start. It's an M16, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see the bullets go through the guy, right, and then the final one just takes him out to the head, and again it crumbles to the floor, and then spiders pour out, and so the thing is dead.
Holy Leeds.
And-
Leeds. What the hell?
And that's exactly when Jerry comes in the door, like right.
Yeah, I'm walking in the door. I'm looking at everything that's going on.
You've heard all this gunfire.
Yeah.
I'm
Stand down,
assessing.
Jerry. We got it.
And I look dead at Rich and Richard and say that I don't think we need to be sneaky anymore. I think everybody knows we're here.
That is true.
All right. So how close am I to Stan? Because
No,
I'd like to be relatively close.
Oh no!
it's not a huge kitchen, right?
Okay.
So
So
whatever.
as I'm
Yeah.
getting up,
Uh-huh.
I'll say, you know what, Jerry, and then like horse kick Stan in the gut. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, ouch!
Ouch. So, well, I don't know how we handle that. Is that an attack? I suppose it is.
I mean, if you want it to be, I don't need it to be. It's just
No.
but
It's just dramatic tension.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So, so you miss. You don't hit. And Dell, you're muted just in case because we can't hear what you're saying. Probably cursing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I was
Sorry,
saying that's
laughing.
where I got raked. If he's going to gut kick me, I'm at 0. So that would be awesome. Because when Colt said, I said he got me good, and I'm backing up, holding on to my gut, and then if he comes over and horse kicks me,
Yeah.
great, man. Just have me stumble back and I fall in a chair and then fall straight back, and then my eyes go shut. At that point.
It probably makes sense that you stagger to a chair, right?
Yeah.
And
That's what I had in my mind. I'm staggering to sit down. He just helps me do it quicker.
Cole just says, "Oh hell," and looks around. Where did they come from? Like, is there an open door?
Yeah,
Where they
Yeah,
came
they're-
from?
they came out from I thought they came out from the kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
I went there, so that's
It's
why.
the back of the kitchen. You can see a door, and it's yeah.
So Cole moves there to stand watch. He's not gonna, he's just gonna stand there. Just
Okay.
in case more of them come in.
All right. I don't like dealing with things that are actively bleeding, but let's have a look at Stan and see if see what we can do. Get
He's
him in
already
better shape.
Jerry, since you're already there, turn around, hold point there at that doorway.
And I will. I'll get out a little bit of first aid kit, and
This is awesome because we tried out these rules last night, and I think we've used them before, but last night they sort of clicked in my head, so that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna say that first aid kit gives you 2 extra dice.
okay.
And so you can do a medicine check on him.
Okay.
And the difficulty is the part I don't remember. You just roll, right? And whatever you get,
Right.
whatever successes you get is what you can treat them by.
And the first aid kit is just is extra dice.
Yeah, two more dice.
Really?
Yeah.
As
In general, having the right gear gives you extra dice in this game.
Okay. All
I
right.
believe
Ubiquity.
so, yeah, if I'm not,
Yeah.
I might have overstated the amount of dice, but 2
Okay.
is usually sounds good to me.
Usually it's 2. But I'll look it up while you guys.
All right. Well, I will take the average and just as 4, and that'll be good enough. Yeah.
Okay, so with 4, you're at 0 right now. Is that correct? And you took how many lethal wounds? 5?
Correct.
Yeah, well, you said he hit me for 7.
Hit you for 7, but you mitigated 2.
You mitigated 1 with a style, which put me to 0, and I just used. I was disabled at that point. And then
you're in no shape to complain about this, Stan. So I'm going to take pictures of your wounds before I clean them.
So,
Nice.
so that
Nice.
just for reference, the first aid kit it provides exactly +2. If we have a complete EMT, backpack size, that provides
Fair.
a +3.
Okay. No, I mean, I've never room to carry around that. Like,
Hey, man, what do we
What
got for
samples?
CLS bag? Is that no? Sorry.
So 4 successes would actually turn. My
removes
math
2 wounds.
isn't adding up. Yeah, so it you heal 1 and then turn it to non-lethal, and then you heal the next, or do you heal the lethals to non-lethals and then just leave them at that?
No, I believe what you do is you're healing you turn a lethal into a non-lethal, and the next time you're actually turning the non-lethal into no wound.
Okay,
No, in the example it says the first success converts a point of lethal to non-lethal, and the second one heals it completely.
Right.
You do each point at a time. Okay,
So he goes up to 2, basically.
goes up to 2. Correct. So meaning he still has what, 3
Lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Stan has 3 lethal.
And by the way, on 102, it says remaining conscious. You can do that with flex and willpower roll. Just stay conscious if you
Right.
Okay.
And I'm going to go over and get a biopsy punch of both of these things, and swab their saliva and get 5 mLs of blood.
Nice. That should be a style point for you.
Excellent.
You realize, preliminary inspection, you can't seem to draw blood. Hang on a second. Uh-huh.
Hey, Stan, what happened to your vest?
He's unconscious, man. Well, I haven't rolled.
No, you're not anymore.
Oh, he brought me back?
Yeah.
Man, I'm looking at you glassy-eyed. I don't even know where in the hell I am right now. So Stan looks up, or I look up rather, and just kind of lay there and roll and look around. What happened? What happened? Somebody help me up. And I put my hand out. And nobody helps me up. So
No.
I sit
That's the background music while he's waiting. The girl from Ipanema. Well, Jerry's guarding one door.
Yeah.
Cole's guarding the other. So you're down to Ethan or
stands up on
Or
one knee
Richard.
trying to get himself up, and you hear the chair scooting across the tile floor as he stands up.
Ethan's looking for non-existent spider blood, and Richard,
Yeah.
I mean, what is this? I'd like to see if the spiders that came out are scurrying across.
Jerry, good thing these guys had a chance to turn on the light so that they could fight better.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I might have missed that thing.
So you can't draw blood from the thing. It doesn't seem to have any blood, and then there's markings on it, and the skin is all blotchy, and it looks like a cadaver. Now that
Is it really dead? There's no life sign?
Yeah, it is
Okay.
dead. Yeah.
But you said it had fangs and stuff, right?
Yeah, and its mouth is.
So does it look like a
Are
any of
person with
these
fangs,
spiders
or
that
kind of like a
crawled out of
DMV
it?
ghoul with fangs?
Crawling around or in its mouth actively?
It looks like it may have been filled with spiders, and that's what's animating it.
Okay, so I would like to capture one of these spiders.
Sure.
Man, I don't know if did blue
Bless you.
nitrile gloves exist in our
Rubber gloves.
Temperature?
Yeah,
I don't know,
we had latex.
just classic latex. Okay, yeah, it's stinky. Okay. So then I will pick one up, and then I will just kind of holding it gently. I will turn the glove inside out.
Nice.
While grasping it, and then just put it in a baggie or in a vial like that.
Sure.
So that I just no chance of touching it.
Okay. So
I'm looking to see if there's any movement. It would seem like there would. We've just made a tremendous amount of noise.
yeah.
We have
There's all these bedrooms, and I'm looking for anybody that's coming out. I'm
you're
just getting
looking
the
back. Exactly.
it's at the door. I'm looking at the kitchen door.
Yeah.
So roll up perception, Jose.
Who? Jerry or me? Or
No, Jose.
Cole. All right.
Yeah.
So, okay, perception.
It's just an average.
Yeah,
Been hit by a truck.
It's
So,
everything.
I got a 3.
Okay, so that beats the 2. So you hear some shuffling noises beyond the door, right? Like down in the basement, there seems to be a couple of people. But Jerry doesn't see any movement coming from the outside. But there's probably some people down on the basement.
Guys, I hear noise downstairs.
Dead
All
over
right.
here.
Boy, there's probably more of those squatters.
You want to take points, Dan?
I feel like I've been hit by a truck. It's going to take me a minute.
Uh-huh.
You guys go ahead. What would you say my HP was at?
2.
Jeez.
Yeah, maybe next time we talk about it before we turn on lights. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it,
God
boss.
damn it.
All right.
Uh,
All right. Everybody can let's convene on Colt. Everybody pull your weapons, please. I feel like that's something we shouldn't have to go over. But go ahead and draw your weapon and make sure you have ammunition in your magazine.
All right. Stan takes his weapon out and looks at it. Yeah, pulls it out.
Jesus Christ, man. Muzzle control. All right,
Jim
and then
enjoyed this game too much. Yeah.
Locked and loaded, boss. Locked and loaded.
all right. Jerry, you keep our ass safe, and Colt, let's head towards the north, or let's move through.
All right. So I guess he puts on the night vision gear and moves down the stairs.
Okay. So as you go down the stairs, you notice that there is a source of light. It's flickering. It's firelight. It seems to be coming from some sort of furnace down in the basement.
So excuse me. He goes. He tells the other ones, "Let me go take a look first. Since I put those points into sneaking, might as well use them."
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm going to crouch on the stairs and just follow him through the scope. Yeah.
So
Although the IR scope is not. I mean, I don't know how much good that is if it's firelight.
well, there's a furnace down there. It's not
Yeah.
directly hitting you, so I don't know how it's gonna.
I'm just thinking it's probably painting everything.
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
know,
say
and-
you're probably got a
It'll
steam
be
thing
pretty
going
cool,
on.
actually. Just throw it
Yeah.
like that, It'll look pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just be aware that conditions down there seem to be dim light. Okay, so it's
Okay.
going to be a -2 penalty if you don't have a means of improving sight, I guess, because there's the light isn't on. It's just
Right.
the light from the furnace lighting.
Ethan, you
I can fix
did
that.
I give my goggles to Ethan, or did I give them to
I don't know. I mean, I
Stan, I think.
Stan, yeah, Stan had
Stan
some.
had them.
I gave them to Stan?
Yeah.
Does Stan still have them?
You
Or they're
should.
on the floor.
Okay.
They're probably on the floor where you kick
All
this.
right, cool. Yeah. So on the way over the door, I grab my goggles back,
And
and
put them back.
I'll go right behind Colt.
Okay. So that's going to be Colt.
Thank God for Ethan.
Then
did we pass any thermostats in the hallway?
That's a very good observation. I suppose there must be one. Yeah, you can read it, and it is autumn, so it's cold outside, but the thermostat seems to be higher than you would have it regularly. Like most people have it at what, I don't know, 73, something like that. Trying to save money on
Okay.
73. I
Yeah.
probably 68.
68. Okay, I don't.
Yeah, if you want to
I-
save money, you got to go to 65. Yeah,
Really?
the
Really?
lower,
'Cause
yeah.
I went to my cousin's house and he would keep it like at 73, and I'd be like, "Can you crank it up?" And it's like, "No, no, no."
That's burning money at 73 already.
Well, that's why you have that's why you don't have the Puerto Rican up in
Exactly.
Baltimore and handling the furnace like he knows what he's doing, right? So
Oh, yeah.
So suffice it to say, I'm gonna hand my rifle to somebody else on the stairs, and I'm gonna go back to the thermostat and turn it
okay.
down.
So, but my point is that it's higher than it should be, right?
I no, and I noticed that now as I go back to it. Whenever, but I mean, I wasn't. I'm thinking, oh well, the furnace is on, and I'd like Cord to have a better to have a more tactical advantage with his night sights. And so I'm just thinking, well, all right, I'll just turn the furnace off.
Okay.
And so maybe I make note of that when I get back to the thermostat, but I don't know how long that takes.
Okay. So let's have that sneak roll.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's 6 dices.
Mm-hmm.
3. I keep rolling 3s. So I roll.
1, 2, 3. Wow,
Three-
law of
three
averages.
successes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good enough. So you manage to go downstairs, and you notice a couple of things, right? As I said, it's a dim light. You see several figures. You see 4 figures, right? They seem to be huddling towards the back of the basement. The furnace sort of shows you where they are. They're kind of in the shadows, and there seems to be a hole in the back of the basement. Like there's a bricks have been pulled down from the wall, and like a tunnel. It goes off into the darkness in the back of the room. But there's like wood for the furnace and stuff like that, and they're huddling kind of like in the shadows, looking at the doorway through which you would emerge if you were just marching straight in. But you see 4, and they kind of look like the same type of people that you ran into upstairs, the monsters. And you notice again that the 4 figures are I'm going to say that the 4 figures are male. Okay, which is highly unusual for a women's shelter, and everybody is a male here. So you notice that, but you notice that they haven't seen you, so they seem to be waiting for you to come downstairs for now. But you have the element of surprise.
Is there anything we noticed that's abnormal through the night vision? Like, do we notice anything abnormal about them, or how they're standing, or anything like that? I mean, I can't remember. Night vision at that time, I don't think was. I don't think we're talking thermo.
No, it's probably just IR or something.
Yeah.
So no, it doesn't seem to be anything. This is just like sort of like a natural gait and a natural cant to their posture, right? Similar to the beings you saw before. So they're fast. It's the same type of creature, right?
Okay.
As much as you can tell.
But they're all 4 male.
Yes. Haven't seen any women. The 2 upstairs were male as well.
Okay. Colt. Was his whisper under, for stealthiness.
Yeah.
Colt, can you go prone and take aim and cover me?
Sure.
All right. So I'm going to step up, my pistol aimed at them. So, are they four like in a call, or is there any chance that if I miss one, I'm gonna hit another, kind of thing? Like, how
Mm,
close together are they?
mm. There's probably there's two are bunched up together, and the other two are slightly more separate,
Okay.
right? I think they're all on the same side of the hole on the back, right? Trying to just
Mm-hmm.
crouch in the shadows.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll also tell Colt, when I fire, if I fire, get Jerry down here quick. Okay.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't hear it.
Oh, gotcha. If I fire, or we start making enough noise, get Jerry down here quick.
All right.
Okay, and everybody, but I don't want to use radio because I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
I love 80s radios.
Yeah. All right. So I will stand away from Colt so that he has an angle on them, but I'm also going to aim my weapon. I'm going to, come up.
You can aim up to a bonus of 4.
Okay. What does that cost me?
4
Nothing,
actions.
just time. Yeah.
Oh, okay, got you.
Couple of seconds. Yeah.
Okay, well, so I'm just gonna be holding up. I'm not gonna general direction. I'm not going for like an aim like game mechanics.
Yeah, if you want to do a called shot, you probably lose all the bonus dice.
Yeah,
that you,
don't want to. I don't want to do a call shot or anything like that. But I'm just my weapon is at the ready, and I'm.
And Colt can do the same, right? If Colt is on the floor, he can aim as well. So
yeah.
Okay.
And seeing this narrow stairway that we're going to be going down, and seeing that these guys are already switching on night vision, I'm taking my flashlight out. I'm not turning it on, and I'm ditching the shotgun and going for my pistol instead.
Nice.
I just don't like.
Yeah. You don't
All
want to
right.
be blind. Okay.
And now I'm going to shout, "Freeze! Boston Police, Officer Kine, stand down. Put your arms where I can see them."
And then the things, just shift their heads and they see you, and they rush forward at you.
And shoot.
Scott Brown, motherfucker.
All right.
Scott,
Get the fuck out.
God.
So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna shoot.
Initiative, eh?
Oh yeah, we gotta do the initiative. That one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will do 1, 2, 3, 3. He's got a lot of dice.
And that's what they have, 3 as well. So everybody's on 3 again. So let's roll just 1 dice just to see if we can.
Okay.
But I guess if we're shooting, technically.
Yeah, technically, as fast as they run, they can't cover the distance. So you guys go. It doesn't matter. Let's say that Colt was told to wait for firing, so it's going to be Rich first.
Okay. All right. Shit. 1,
One clip,
2, 3.
Oh,
Wow, Colt really is.
With all those dice and all you
Yeah.
got. Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not.
No. So they move so fast that they're completely unexpected, right? So they just move so fast that you lose your aiming point, right? So the bullet goes wide. Colt.
Okay, this is gonna be, unless I roll really bad, this should be good.
Okay.
All right. So when that happens and they rush, Colt flicks the selector switch to full auto.
Oh, here we go.
And he's gonna strafe the motherfucker.
Okay.
So basically, I get a -2 for each 5 feet between them, but they're rushing they're coming in a rush. So I guess maybe a -4. So
It's -2 for each.
5 feet between them, but they're together. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if there's 5 feet between them all.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
They're all clustered together. So
because between the dices and the aiming and the full burst, I'm starting out with 19 dice. So,
oh my god!
question is if I roll -2 or -4.
I don't.
Well,
wow.
do you take a negative for each one of them too?
No, it's for each 5 space, 5
Okay.
feet between people I'm shooting at.
Yeah.
So technically, if it's
Pro
2
tip.
in a row
Yeah, pro tip: don't stand together if there's a guy with a
with a machine gun.
with a machine gun.
Oh man.
No, man. I suppose we should, just give it a -1 or something for this.
Yeah.
They're really clustered together, so
Yeah.
they shouldn't.
And,
they shouldn't.
and me exciting them, I'm sure, did not, move them further apart.
No, exactly. So wow, let me roll my defense here, because I'm gonna need it. Oh, okay, it's not bad. It's a 4 defense. So it's just 19 dice. I rolled a 4.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10.
Yes.
And so, how does the damage work? Does each take?
I don't know.
Let's
Okay,
read that.
I'll
Yeah.
read you the paragraph. Your character may strafe his fire across multiple targets when making a full auto fire attack, but suffers a -2 penalty for each 5-foot distance between targets. For example, if your character makes a full auto fire attack at 2 targets standing 10 feet apart, he receives a +3 bonus for the full auto fire and -4 penalty for the distance between the targets. The end result is a single auto fire attack against both opponents with a -1 penalty on the attack roll.
So it's a single attack.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
same attack for everybody.
right.
So it's your total hits were 10.
Yeah,
So -4 is 6.
yeah.
So please describe how you mow down.
This is somewhere between Rambo and Charlie Sheen and Hot Shots Part B. Get some. So he shoots until he empties the magazine as they're coming. He's basically trying to keep it controlled as he keeps the trigger pressed down. And when finally, the last one goes down just like inches from his panting, he goes, "Oh, sorry, boss. Jerry, get down here."
Style that gets
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and Jerry's radio squawks as he's already pushed Ethan and Stan out of the way as he's rushing down the stairs, with his gun. So it can sound like,
Oh,
you got him.
but that empties your clip though.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's probably a good thing that you have a spare.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's a good point to stop it because we are past our stopping time. So yeah, I guess we, the TPK hasn't materialized, which is awesome. I always love it when the TPK is imminent and then doesn't materialize.
But Stan the man went down. That sucks.
That's somebody went down. So it's not a complete whiff, right? I got one guy down.
You got one of them.
Yep. All right. So we'll probably Jim won't be with us probably until like the 7th. I don't know. The kids go trick or treating.
Yeah, kids
on the
will
31st.
go trick or treating.
So
There's
they
lots
won't be
of
in bed.
stuff going on.
Yeah. And everybody's kids go trick or treating, I guess. So
This
So I
is
don't
like
know.
this
Mine
is like a
bark
very
at the
very
trick or
important holiday to my wife.
yes, I bet.
Halloween.
So, well, we on the 24th we can do something alternate, not this, because we'll wait for Jim to come back. But on the 24th, which is next Thursday, if we want to plan something different, we could try.
I'm going to